Welcome, friends, to the Monday Manifest.
Hey guys, Chaos Head 56 here. It's a little bit different today because I realized I needed to do errands, and also I didn't really have time to record the Monday Manifest normally. It's still Monday right now. I mean, I'm gonna get it out before the day's over, but I kind of figured that I wouldn't be able to have enough time to record it normally before I started stream later today, so here we are. And don't worry, I'm paying attention to the road and everything like that. It's just one of my errands takes me out of town, which will take me a good 20 minutes or so to get there with just enough time to do a Monday Manifest. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing great today. And I do actually have a topic today. I thought of it while I was talking because if you are in my stream and you bring up this subject, I will rant on it for quite a while because I have a lot of opinions about it. Doesn't mean that that's like right, you know, that other people don't have different opinions, but it is my opinion on the game. And so the subject that we have today is Kingdom Hearts 3, which is a pretty big debate, I think, for a lot of people, honestly. To me, it wasn't a very good game. Like, mechanics-wise, I feel like it was... and I heard this from a lot of people that it was too easy, even on the harder modes. And I won't deny that this is true. I did play it on Proud Mode. I usually breeze through almost everything, except for a couple of fights were just a pain in the butt. Like, the final fight was fucking annoying as shit because there were so many weird mechanics and all that. But the battle system was smooth. The complaint I have about that is the fact that it was overly complicated. Like, they literally took every fucking thing they had from every other game and stuck it in that game. And unfortunately, I've only played the main, or fortunately maybe, I don't know, because I still don't understand exactly what's going on in Kingdom Hearts. The thing is, they stuck everything in for every other game. I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Chain of Memories. So there were like 3 different things that I had no idea about until I played Kingdom Hearts 3, and I did not understand exactly how they worked. But, like, you know, I'm used to the Kingdom Hearts series where you have maybe like 50 to 60 AP to choose between things. I mean, and by the time I finished the game, I had like 150 AP, and I still had no idea what was really going on with that. Like, honestly, I think one of my biggest issues with the game was the fact that it was just, like, it didn't really seem to go anywhere. And, like, the worlds you go to, granted, you know, it's already been discussed before that the worlds that you go to really don't matter at all to the Kingdom Hearts story itself. You're just kind of going there to go there. But Kingdom Hearts 3 felt especially like that. And they were not very well done or fleshed out. They were not great. Like, my god, like, fuck, you know, I can talk about this shit because it's not spoilers if you haven't played the game by now, and it's not like I'm really, like, saying anything in depth, but, okay, look, I don't like Frozen. I've never really liked Frozen. It feels like a very generic Disney movie to me, and it felt like an even more generic area to go through in Kingdom Hearts 3, especially, like, fuck Olaf. Anybody who's played Kingdom Hearts 3, whether you like it or not, that minigame that you had to do with Olaf, a totally fucking necessary thing to get through the game, was annoying as fucking shit. And it didn't help that your companions would not, like, shut the fuck up at all during the time that was happening. So yeah, I was pretty salty about that. That was pretty dumb. Did not like. Like, most of the worlds just felt really fucking lifeless. Like, yeah, you were in that world, but there wasn't really a whole lot fucking going on. Like, Monsters, Inc. was boring as shit. Like, they basically kept regurgitating the same, like, 3 lines the entire time you were there. Like, there was so much missed potential, I feel. And the other thing that kind of pissed me off. And granted, it's not really necessary much to the story either, and maybe it's because like certain things were resolved, but there were absolutely no Square Enix characters like anywhere. No Final Fantasy characters or anything like that. Even though they were very prominent in 1 and 2 for different reasons, they were still like they were there. That was the thing. Like at least they were there. Like this game did not feel like it didn't feel like a Square Enix game. It basically just felt like a fucking Disney game with Kingdom Hearts characters in it. So that kind of pissed me off. Like in the first game and the second game both had fights with Sephiroth like as a super boss. As far as I can tell, like Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't even have like the arena or anything like that to even do that. So I'm just like, okay, this is weird. Like I don't know, like for as much time as they had to work on the game, and for the systems they could put it out for the capabilities of those systems, I really felt like they missed a lot of opportunities. And at this point, it feels like they basically just completely handed the reins over to Disney and just was like, they were just like, fuck it, whatever, like do what you want. And that's what they did. Like one of the another thing that really pissed me off is, you know, you get extra moves and stuff that you can use with triangle, but one of the big things you get is you get Disney World rides as an attack, like bumper cars and shit like that, or maybe it's not even, I don't even know what the fuck it is. I've never been to Disney World, like I don't know, but fucking shit. Like how much of your shit can you insert into something, you know? And I know apparently in other Kingdom Hearts you literally go to basically Disney World and you do shit and all that, but you know, in the Kingdom Hearts games they were, you know, you kind of did your own thing and you fought shit and you did all that, but you didn't have to have that kind of shit forced upon you, basically. And I think that's what pissed me off, is it pretty much just felt like I was just playing a weird Disney game with fighting in it, you know? And like I said, most of the worlds were not very well done. Like, I liked the Toy Story one, you know, even with retcons and shit like that, because, like, it was just, I don't know, there was a lot going on there. There was a bit more story to it, you know? I guess it's because it kind of, like, had its own story, whereas every other Disney World pretty much played through the actual Disney movie story, except like it was like the super duper summarized version, which usually meant that you didn't actually understand what was going on, other than the fact that there's Disney characters and they're doing stuff and they all get a happy ending. So yeah, it just, there was just so much more that could go, that could have gone on in that game that didn't. And I mean, it took me a month to beat the game, and the reason why it took me a month to beat the game wasn't because it was actually taking me very long to beat the game. I think I beat it in like 25 to 30 hours. It's just, I literally had no inclination to play the game. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I loved playing those games. Like, I wanted to get, like, when I finished playing for the night or something, I'm like, I can't wait until I can start up again. Kingdom Hearts 3, I felt none of that. I was just like, okay, well, whenever I guess I feel like playing this again, I'll pick it up. You know, and that's how it was. Like, and then the funny thing is, after I beat Kingdom Hearts 3, I didn't touch my PS4 for like a month. Because I just was like, I'm done with this shit for right now. Granted, I have just been like going crazy on my Switch and all that, because there's been a lot of awesome stuff on Switch. But that's bringing us off topic. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, that's just, it was like a very long, padded game is what it felt like. Like, there should have been so much more to that game for the amount of time that it took them to make it. Like, granted, yeah, there are probably people who are like very happy with how everything turned out and all that, but I don't know. I wasn't very satisfied with that, especially since at the very, very end, you know, there's almost always like a secret ending to kind of be like, oh, look, but there's more. But after Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't really want there to be any more because I feel like they're just gonna keep going down, which, you know, I loved Kingdom Hearts 1. I fucking loved Kingdom Hearts 2 because the battle system smoothed up more stuff. There was, you know, so much more going on, so much more to do. And then Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, there was a lot to do, but most of it didn't even really, like, matter in the scheme of things, to be honest. You know, you could cook food for benefits, and I think you also got materials and stuff every time you unlocked a new dish. I don't know. I mean, they kind of basically found a way to edge in a ton of Disney properties, and like I said, that's mostly what it felt like. Like, there wasn't a lot in there that felt like it was original, like Square Enix anything. It was just, here's a whole bunch of shit from Disney that we need you to work into this game, and also, just whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, and like I said, that's my opinion on the game. There's plenty of people who probably find good things to say about it. Good, you know, who think that it was an absolutely fantastic addition and all that. But for me, it felt lackluster. It like I said, it feels like a game that has a lot of potential, but just did not deliver. You know, and part of it might be, I had discussed this with friends, is the fact that we are much older now, at least those of us who experienced the other Kingdom Hearts games and then waited for this game. So there's a possibility that there's a little bit more, we're a little bit more cynical, and we might judge things a little bit differently now than we did back then. But I feel like even if I was a kid and I got my hands on Kingdom Hearts 3, I'd probably still be kind of confused as to what exactly was going on. I'd be wondering to myself why Sora was such an idiot, because literally every time you finish a world and you get back into the fucking gummy ship, Donald and Goofy are like, so what are we gonna do now? And he's like, I don't know. Like, every fucking time, it's like he never learns. And I'm like, come on! Like, you've been so fucking wishy-washy. Like, I feel like he was even stupider in Kingdom Hearts 3 than he was in the first game, even though it's like years later and he should have matured a bit and I don't know, they did, like, his character just fucking regressed, and Kairi got more lines, but she's still almost as useless as she was in the first few games. You know, I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Like she almost got to do something in the third game, and then she got kidnapped, and I don't know. It's like, can you guys, like, figure out a different fucking trope or something to go off of? Like, we're tired of seeing the same people get kidnapped or turn evil or whatever. It's just... And I don't think I'm asking too much. Like I said, they were working on it for so long. Like, I think one of the other things was, by the time Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I wasn't even excited for it anymore because it was taking so long to come out. I didn't know what kind of game it was even going to be. Like, Disney's been acquiring properties, like, back and forth for so long. I thought they were waiting until they could shove, like, a fucking Star Wars or Marvel world into there. And I was like, come on, like, I just want this fucking game to come out. And I feel like it took so long to come out that maybe they lost sight of things. I'm not sure. It just felt different. Like, and to me, not in a good way, different from the previous games. Like I said, this is my opinion. Like, I am not 100% right in this, you know. I have my own thoughts on it. Everybody else has their thoughts on it, all that. But I feel like there was just so much more that they could have done that they did not do. And that makes me sad, because it's like, you guys know that everybody, like, loves this franchise, so if you fuck up, you're kind of digging your own grave for it, which is one of the reasons why when I got to the end and I saw the fact that there could be more, I was like, I'm not actually happy about this. I'm actually, like, because where else can you go? Like, seriously, like, how can you fix this? I guess is the next question, really. But I mean, apparently they're doing something right. Because I mean, they haven't gone under or anything. And that's the thing. I love Square Enix. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. I love like the Final Fantasy games and all that. I love the Star Ocean games, which were the Enix side before the merger. I love a lot of the games they did. I love the company, but I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 was not good. Like, and that's the thing. You can still love a company even if they make mistakes. You know, you just go, okay, well that was shit, but just just keep making other cool stuff. Like I feel like a lot of people are under the mind that like if they fuck up once and that's it, and it's like no, like you got to give them some leeway because you know what? Not everybody can make fucking gold all the time. I mean, it's the same with me in streaming. Like, sometimes I'm kind of hard on myself, but then I'm like, you know what? I can't be like at my best 100% of the time because that's just impossible. There's going to be days where we're not doing that great or all that, but we're still going to want to stream or record or do something because we want to be out there and it makes us feel better and all that. So, but yeah, like my overall opinion is Kingdom Hearts 3 is it was a pretty game. It had good music. There was a lot of stuff going for it, but the story was not good, and the worlds just felt very padded. Like, it felt like they were doing their damnedest to try to make it longer for the sake of it being longer. But most of those worlds were very bland. Definitely, the Monsters Inc. and Frozen worlds I found very bland, and I just hated the Frozen world partially because I'm not too fond of Frozen, and Olaf isn't even a very good mascot for anything, but they decided that was good, so what the fuck ever. You know, that's my opinion on things. Like, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that other people don't like it. But yeah, I feel like much more could have been done. Also, there is one more thing I have to bring up before I finish this, and that's the fact, like, even if you like the game, you can't fucking deny it. Like, 90% of dialogue in the goddamn game was somebody gasping or like grunting or just breathing in some way. Like, and that fucking pissed me off. I was like, how many times? Like, every cutscene, somebody was like, or somebody was like, ugh. It is like, Jesus fucking Christ, I get it. These people breathe, but you don't have to bring it to my goddamn attention every single time there's a cutscene. I like it when they talk, but like, they didn't talk as much as they made weird noises. And I was just like, come on, like, who wrote the dialogue for this? Because you don't need this much grunting in these cutscenes. I just want them to, like, fucking talk to each other. Like, Jesus. But, it's whatever. You know, the game came out. I'm happy that it finally came out. Was not very happy with the results of the game. And honestly, I did not play the game on stream because I felt that I would not enjoy it enough to play it on stream, or I'd probably piss people off. But I'm probably going to play it on stream eventually. I still have to go through Kingdom Hearts 2 on stream. But I'm definitely going to do it just so I can fucking, whenever I get to the points that I do not like, express why I do not like them. Because you know what? I'm always kind of like, I shouldn't talk about this because maybe people will get pissed off. But you know what? People will get pissed off about every fucking thing on the internet. So there's no point in holding back. If you have opinions, state those opinions. People, if they agree with you, they'll agree. If they don't, they'll probably say something or they'll insult you because that's like 90% of what happens on the internet anyway. But yeah, that will happen on stream eventually, just like Final Fantasy 13. That's another one that I would talk about it, but it's been so long since I've played it that I probably would get a few things wrong. But Final Fantasy 13 is another game that I did not enjoy at all, mostly because of the battle system. But like I said, that is a discussion for another day. But yeah, thank you so much for keeping me company here, guys, while I was going through my trip out of town. I'm actually almost to my destination. Time flies when you're talking trash about things. But yeah, as usual, if you guys have any suggestions about next week's Monday Manifest, or you have any opinions you want to share, if you want to tell me, like, if you played Kingdom Hearts 3, if you liked it, the points you liked about it, if you didn't like it, the points you didn't like about it, stuff like that, just say so in the comments below. And once again, thank you for being here and hanging out with me on another Monday Manifest. Even if it was just me complaining most of the day, that's totally fine. But yeah, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. And I'll be putting out more Monday Manifests every Monday. Obviously, that's why it's called the Monday Manifest. And I'm working more on uploading. So I'm trying to make sure I get at least 5 to 6 uploads done a week, if not more. Granted, these are all my VODs from Twitch, which means most of them are very long. If you've watched the ones that I've been putting up, those things are like upwards of like 6 or 7 hours. And I've actually been speeding them up like 10% to cut some time off so they're not like quite as long. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing more stuff, more weeding through more of my older ones, seeing which ones I want to put up, which ones I want to re-record, or just do like solo plays through. Well, basically, it's always a solo play, but you know, a not Twitch VOD type thing. Like I want to expand more content and all that, so we'll see. But yeah, like I said, if you've got any questions, comments about the video, just say so below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you so much for being here, and you guys have a fantastic Monday.